Today's piece is Makrokosmos III by George Crumb. This is so on this channel we listen to Makrokosmos 2 and then Makrokosmos 1 in the piano series. 2 days ago I listened to Makrokosmos 4 and now we're completing it by listening to 3. So I think at the end of today's episode I'll put a timestamp. I'm gonna rank them from S to F. What I think what I think about the series, basically. This one is for two pianos and two percussionists. So it's kind of stretching the definition of a piano duo, which is this current series, but this is actually a pretty standardized thing because Bartók did the same thing back in the 1930s. So I'm going to include it. Uh, it's also called From a Summer or Music for a Summer Evening. So it's more of a subtitle, the Makrokosmos title, and it's commissioned by the From Music Foundation for Swarthmore College, performed by Gilbert Kalish, James Freeman. I'm assuming those are the two pianists, and because I know that Gilbert is a pianist, and then Raymond Desroches and Richard Fitz on percussion. And the date I have here is 1974, at least for publication. So this would have been a year after Makrokosmos 2 was composed. We got a lot of performance indications and text right from the get-go. So yeah, like the first tempo marking here is magical, suspenseful, uh, Quasimodo. There's a quote by Quasimodo. There's a subtitle to the first movement. So to streamline this a little bit, let's just go through the movement titles and maybe pull up a Wikipedia on this piece, see if there's any interesting info, just to prep the listening. Nocturnal Sounds, subtitled The Awakening, is the first movement. Movement 2 is just called Wanderer Fantasy. Movement 3 is called The Advent. And there's a quote by Pascal. Movement 4 is called Myth. Movement 5 is called Music of the Starry Night, with a quote by Rainer Maria Rilke. And that's it. There's just 4 movements. No, there's just 5 movements, yeah. Okay, interesting. Because Makrokosmos 4 had 4 movements. This has 5. Yeah, well, I could also maybe translate these quotes. Okay, this is a translation of Salvatore Quasimodo. I hear ephemeral resonances, oblivion of full notes in the starry water. Le silence éternel des espaces infinis m'effraie. The eternal silence of infinite spaces frightens me. So we're having a bit of a outer space theme so far. Okay, and in the nights that heavy earth falls, from all the stars into solitude we all fall, and yet there is one who holds this falling infinitely gently in his hands. So yeah, that's the one, that's the Rilke. Cool. So maybe that gives you a sense of what this piece is like. There's almost no extra information on Wikipedia. I just kind of covered it all here. Here's something someone's written on it. John Kaylor wrote, "It is a work so successful and open-hearted that Makrokosmos 3 is among the most frequently performed avant-garde chamber works from the second half of the 20th century." I don't know if this is frequently performed anymore. I think Makrokosmos 1 and 2 were probably performed a lot more. But this is an interesting addition to the series. I'm going to get into this now. Yeah, just gonna listen through it. It looks to be around 35 minutes long, so it's not nearly as long as the first 2 volumes. And yeah, let's get into it. Link to the recording is in the video description, so you can listen along with me. Okay, yeah, so admittedly I watched a score video on my phone today just because I didn't want to waste my laptop battery and I didn't want to grab a charger is the real reason. But Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts about this one. I see the vision, like in the scope of the series. Like I can imagine like he just finished writing the first two, which are a really complete cycle, and then he's like, oh damn, I gotta add another one. The first three make a really complete cycle because this one really feels like an ending. He makes a really big deal out of the last movement. So I think in that sense, it really works. It's like a nice way to like amp up the series. Uh, it really does crawl though. Like this is a really slow George Crumb and often like quite tonal sounding George Crumb, which is not my favorite. But if that's your thing, then maybe you'll really like this. It's like very choreographed, so a lot is lost. I think when you just look at the score like I did, it's probably a lot more effective when you have all the choreography going on. The fourth movement is just choreography, in my opinion. Like there's almost nothing interesting musically. It's just like one like uh I guess you could say one sort of processional after another. What is the word I'm looking for? Uh Ceremony, right? It's like one little ceremonious action after another. There's not really much acoustically that's of interest. The last movement I think is really good. It doesn't quite feel earned, uh, but I think it would make a really good standalone movement. Like if you just played this, it would be pretty effective as a Makrokosmos 3. And I really like the Bach quotation. He has in the score striving and then falling, and eventually striving and then attaining. So this little like moment from the Well-Tempered Clavier Book 2, he really like uses it to represent something in the poem that's quoted, and I kind of like that. I like that idea. I don't know if it comes across if you don't look at the score, right? And he has this idea of it sounding like a harpsichord by putting paper on the keys, which is I get the idea. It's might be more effective to just have a harpsichord. I mean, you got so many other things on stage already. Um, so yeah, this one was kind of a mixed bag for me. In terms of my rankings, I said I would do this. So Macrocosmos 1 is S tier. It's the best one by far. Um, Macrocosmos 2, I remember not leaving a very strong impression on me, and I actually kind of hated some of the moments. So I would say that's a C tier. Yeah, I would say Macrocosmos 2 is a C. I wouldn't really recommend it, wouldn't not recommend it. Uh, this one and the last one are a bit different. I think they could both go into B tier, honestly. Um, I didn't really like love anything about them. I think I would rank Macrocosmos 4 higher than Macrocosmos 3 just because I think the having all the two performers at the same piano is much more dynamic, and it was just like written later in his career, so it has a unique style that the other three don't. It feels like a mature style. So yeah, I would put this in like low B tier, I think. It's like worth listening to. It will give you your score video fix. I saw a meme recently that was like, what happened to him? No score video with dinner or whatever. Uh, it made me think of that. Like, if you watch score videos every day, and you need your fix, this is a really good one. But I'm not terribly excited about listening to it again, unless of course, if it was live, I would love to see it. But yeah, that's Macrocosmos 3. Tomorrow, we're looking at a physical score. I have a little pocket score of the Bartok um, piece for the same instrumentation. So that'll be our finale to the piano duo, piano duet, piano six hands, little shindig.